Whether you love them or hate them, Battle Royale games are still alive and kicking, and they're probably not going to die off just yet. Battlefield's Firestorm mode's been giving players something else to try out, something a little bit different to the typical objective capturing team-based stuff that the Battlefield games are built on, that we all know and generally get them for. It's out now, but only if you buy Battlefield 5, which then lets you play Firestorm and everything else the game has to offer. Now, as a few of you guys probably know, especially if you follow me on Twitter and stuff, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Battle Royale games. I couldn't really give a rat's ass whether or not Battlefield had its own version specially pumped out to try and cash in on one of the biggest gaming trends of all time, as it's a genre I'm just not personally into. I've had a little go on a few Battle Royale games in the past, like Apex Legends for instance, and well, I just don't really enjoy the whole campy, defensive, spend 10 minutes looting only to get shot in the head with a sniper style of gameplay that comes with them. With that said, I can see why a lot of people do enjoy the genre, as it offers something unique that's pretty different to the normal stuff that's been coming out for a fairly long time. Like all the team deathmatchy capture the flag domination stuff, and of course, Conquest in Battlefield's case. Not to mention that if you can survive till the very end, it definitely gets your heart racing and gives you a pretty good feeling when you finish. Kinda like something else. Out of all the Battle Royale games I've played, Firestorm is actually my favourite, as it's the one I've had the most fun playing. Which might sound a bit biased, because I do tend to feature quite a lot of Battlefield content on my channel, but it's probably because I've already got a good knowledge of how everything works in the game, so I can translate that nicely over to the Battle Royale mode, because the gunplay, weapons and gadgets are all practically the same. It's not too hard to figure out either, as I'd say the learning curve in Firestorm is generally pretty low. Let's just say that it's not exactly going to take tons of effort and time to be able to wrap your head around everything the mode has to offer. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how hardcore you like your BR games to be. Not to mention that I think it looks bloody gorgeous. Easily the prettiest looking Battle Royale on the market so far, as it's basically just a gigantic Battlefield map running in the Frostbite engine, with all the same particle effects and trimmings from the base game. Definitely a good thing from a visual perspective, as it makes PUBG look like dog crap in comparison. No offense if you're a PUBG fanboy, but it just really does. But the big question, is it worth shelling out some cash to buy Battlefield 5 just to play its new swanky Firestorm mode? Well, if you plan to play that mode solely, then probably not. At least from my perspective anyway. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of fun to be had in Firestorm. I know for a fact that some people are going to bash it for ages and put countless hours into the mode and enjoy every second doing so. And I'm sure if you're a BR enthusiast and want to hop into arguably the best looking Battle Royale game on the market so far, then maybe it just might be worth the purchase, if money isn't really a massive object. Although Firestorm is a pretty good version, my favourite of the bunch so far, there's a lot of other free-to-play options out there that are specifically suited for the Battle Royale game mode. Freebies like Apex Legends and, dare I say it, Fortnite. Another reason why Firestorm should have been free to play in the first place, as although it's worth playing, it's probably just going to get swept under the carpet and forgotten about, unless it's padded out with loads of free content updates which are all planned to come out very soon. And well, we all know how that's panned out for Tides of War, don't we? I can understand why it's not free to play, basically because COD's Blackout isn't, so EA have just decided to follow suit and hope for the best that drives more sales for Battlefield 5. But unfortunately, I wouldn't suggest buying the game solely for Firestorm on its own. However, I probably would recommend buying Battlefield 5 for the complete package, because it's not as bad as a lot of people make it out to be, and it's still got potential. I see Firestorm as being more of a supplement to the main game, to expand its worth and give it a bit of extra appeal, which it certainly does in my eyes. It's something I'm going to hop into every now and then for a bit of a change to the game's multiplayer, and with new content coming out for said multiplayer over time in the future, slowly but surely, Battlefield 5 could evolve into something pretty special, offering quite a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And if you plan on using everything that Battlefield 5 has to offer, be it its multiplayer, single player, combined arms if you really want, and Firestorm, then I definitely think it could be worth the investment. So guys, have you played Firestorm? What do you think of it? Is Battlefield 5 worth buying for Firestorm? Let me know your opinions down in the comments below. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated with more content coming out in the future, and once again, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll be seeing you in that next video.